Hi, this is Paul St. Peter on behalf of Brian Awesome. There's a reason we call him Brian Awesome. It's because he's awesome, Brian. I, as Zenless, am truly awed by Brian.
Association for the Study of African American Life and History. We want to welcome you to our program tonight and thank you for coming. Yesterday was Dr. Carter G. Woodson's birthday, and so we celebrated every year. We are a day late, but we still celebrate. Matter of fact, we celebrated earlier though, but we had a function with some elementary students, so that was fun. I'm going to turn the program over to Dr. Margaret Bristow. This is her thing, and she has been working with these students for what, since
2014, December 2014.
So she's gonna take over and tell you what she's gonna do, and then we got a humongous birthday cake. I ordered a half sheet, they gave a whole sheet, so we'll have a lot of cake to take home. All right, Margaret.
Okay. Good evening.
Good evening.
And like Madam President said, we have been working with this teen skit since 2014. And I am so happy to see that we are here, and we have some distinguished guests. And I wanted to first call attention to the day supervisor who's sitting in the back. Her name is Lydia Williams. So we welcome Miss Lydia Williams. And also too, we can definitively announce, for people who are interested in seeing the entire one-act play, it will be, again, the entire play, one act, will be February the 28th here at 6:15. So branch members, remember that, the entire play. What you're going to see tonight is only an excerpt, part of a one-act play. And also to further announce our distinguished guests, we also have in the house Dr. Margaret Jones-Lee, and she is the mother of Margot Shetterly, who wrote Hidden Figures, and we want her to hold her hand up, and she's also a branch member. We're happy to have her now. We also have the mother of our distinguished, my leading teen lady. Oh, that's Dr. Kalasia. Dr. Kim, Brooke-Kim is in the house. The mother of our leading teen lady. She's here, and her name is Dr. Gita Benet Jones. So would you raise your hand, Dr. Gita Benet Jones? She's doing not one Kwanzaa, not two Kwanzaas, but 3 Kwanzaas this year. So I'm happy that she's carrying on the community spirit, and she also has sophisticated ladies and judgment of distinction. She does work with youth in our community. Who else is distinguished? We have Rosemary's here, and she's a graduate of Huntington 1971, and we're happy to have Rosemary Flowers. Am I leaving out anybody who's distinguished? Myrtle Smith, she is a faithful church member, and we sit together in church sometimes, and I'm happy that she is supporting us. And we have Dr. Kid Kalasia, who teaches history at Hampton's OSHA program, and we're happy to have him here too. I plan to take his class again in January. We also have, I'm delineating the distinguished guests we have. We also have a local actress, and what else? You are a local motivator, Crystal Nolan. And she's also the best team teacher somebody who's teaching in college could ever have. I teach English, and we're not for Crystal, I don't know what I would have done with all those students. And so Crystal Nolan is here, and I asked her specifically to come so she can evaluate our progress. Yeah. We have been doing this one-act play since December 2014. Am I right? William also is another distinguished guest. He's our president, the second president of our organizing branch. Well, we're organizing for branchhood, and he was a good president. That's William Harvey. Audrey is actually our third president. So he is second president of the Hampton Roads branch of the Association for the Study of African American Life and History, also known as ASALH. Are people still coming in? Okay, oh, that's our secretary for the branch. Hampton Roads branch of Asala. We are one of the newest branches. And keep in mind, we're going to also try to get some people to join. Carter G. Woodson would love that. I did mention February 28th. You see the entire play here. Okay, thanks to Lydia Williams, the day supervisor. Okay, now, you have to remember our original cast was 17s, one from Denby, one from Woodside. We had one from, we had a couple from Bethel, and one from, who am I leaving out? Woodside, Bethel, Heritage. We had Denby, and two graduated. So we are seeking 2 teams to fill the missing teams that were in the original 7. We need 2. So I'm looking at, hint, these 2 handsome gentlemen to my left, Jermel and Wayne. I'm looking at them to fulfill the role of Pete. We're trying to encourage teenagers to be a part of Black History too. But Carter G. Woodson was very, very, very dear to young people. You know, getting young people to be a part of this quest for knowing our history in a positive light. So we also ran into the fact that some people have now acquired jobs. You know, some work at McDonald's and Hardee's, and so that kind of interfered with our practicing too. So we had those variables to contend with. So you're going to see the part in which I am trying to get these, and this is all fictionalized, this is all imaginative. I'm trying to get 7 teams to prepare for a $500 contest given to the team who knows the most about Carter G. Woodson. $500, Viola, and a trophy. So I had told my nephew about it, and at the teen center, that's back on Butler Farm Road, Gina, when the performing arts was called the teen center. So that's where we got that from. So I told him about it, and he overhears some other teens overheard me talking about this contest, giving $500 to the teen who knows the most about Carter G. Woodson. So they all agreed to have me try to, prepare them to win the contest. That's basically the plot. So I have given them X amount of material to read, and I have been prompting them, preparing them to be, one of them to be the winner of the contest. This is all fictionalized. We are preparing for a contest that's supposed to take place December 23rd. And you're gonna see us, what we call in the middle, in Media Ross. Correct me, Dr. Lee, you're in English. You're gonna see us in Media Ross in the middle, preparing for this particular contest. Now, they are also going to administer a test, a pre-test, and let us do that first, the pre-test. And they're going to grade it, teens, they all have the answer key. Relax, everybody, relax. And I hope Dr. Kalasia doesn't win the prize. It's going to be a gift card. And you have 10 questions, multiple choice questions on Carter G. Woodson. All adults can take it, including some of the new teens, and none of the branch members are going to take it. Oh, wait a minute, Ken, that means you can't take it. That's right, Ken and William, you can't take it, you're branch members. Everybody else who's an adult can take it, and young teens. Okay, so teens, you are going to be the teachers. So I'm gonna let you pass it out. You should get a 2-page sheet. Say what?
I said, the branch members, they can't take them, so you got Viola, Elise, Margaret.
Viola is a branch member too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I forgot. Sorry about it. Okay, and tell Ebony to come back in too. I forgot all about that. We had to do the assessment first. We're giving you 10 minutes for this. I don't know why I'm doing all this talking, so the teens supposed to be talking. You all supposed to be talking. Yeah, we are preparing them to be the future leaders. Right, be the future leaders, so I'm gonna sit down.
I don't know anything about this.
Now remind them, Ebony too, that they're gonna put their name on it, and Carolyn. These are our 2 seniors from Bethel. Remind them to put the name on it and the time in which they finish. Do not start until we say so.
Can I get one, miss?
Do not start until we say so, okay? Make sure you give Miss Smith one, Verbal Smith.
Can I have one, miss?
Give her one.
Just let you know I'm kind of bad with
And
names.
there's a monetary prize down there. And Carolyn. And does everybody have a pencil or a pen to do this with? Pencil or pen? Oh yeah, Chris, you may win. It's a gift card. We missed Nolan. I've done enough talking. Teams, take over.
Alright, so all you have to do is answer to the best of your knowledge, and whoever got the most right. Do you have any questions? Yes.
What did we win again?
You
Gift
won
card,
a
gift
gift
card.
card.
I'm kind of excited.
And the gift card is after you all see the excerpt that we're going to do. Gift card is awarded after the excerpt.
I can wait.
What's your name? Because I've never seen you before. What's
Me?
your name?
Brian.
Brian. Okay. Welcome, Brian. I hadn't seen you before.
Nice to meet you, ma'am.
And also, teams, would you monitor the time? We need Renee. We need Renee Escobar-Torres to monitor the time. Would you monitor the time, teams? It's now like 3 minutes. Make an announcement about her Kwanzaas that are coming up after Christmas. Okay? So I will give Dr. Gita Panay Giles the floor.
Hello, everyone. I know everybody busy getting ready for Christmas, and we know Kwanzaa is celebrated December 26th through January 1st, and I'm very pleased to announce the sophisticated. This will be our 3rd year hosting 3 Kwanzaa celebrations, and the reason why, when we first started, we hosted one of them, and the others was hosted over the water. And I talked to a lot of people. They say they don't want to travel over water. They have them in Norfolk at the Addicts Theater December 26th, and then they're gonna have one at Chesapeake Public Library on the 30th. So we worked hard throughout the year to host 3, and I'm down to 2 flyers, and it has the date, address, and the day of Kwanzaa that's going to be celebrated, and I leave it someplace, and if you like, give me a cell number and I just text you this here. So you're welcome to get a flyer.
Just read off the dates for us.
December 28th, it's going to be at the Hampton Performing Arts Center from 3 to 5, okay? 3 p.m. sharp. The Kwanzaa program lasts about 45 minutes, and then we go into a fellowship. We have food at all 3 Kwanzaas, December 29th, at the same location, 3 to 5, and the food will be served. And January 1st, that's the 7th day of Kwanzaa, we will have the feast. We talking about the black eyed peas, the seasoned rice, the Kwanzaa cornbread. We have the feast, so we will have that. It's 3 to 5, and like I said, if you can't remember it, see me and I send you a text. Right now, you can just take a flyer. You just like to, just hold a piece of paper. So you all come on out, and we'll enjoy Kwanzaa. Thank you.
Okay. And we want to thank her for continuing that process for the longest time. Does anybody else have any announcements while they're trying to assess your responses? These are teams. We see 2 adults who have come in a little on the late side. So we do apologize, but we have concluded the pre-assessment of people's knowledge of Carter G. Woodson, and they are checking the results. Has everybody turned a paper in? What about the librarian? Oh, Burke still has her paper. Okay, would you get her paper, Debbie? Now, remember, some person who has the highest score will get a gift card. Did we make that clear? We'll get a gift card. And that will be awarded by none other than Jerry Smith-Good. And her parents, see her parents in the audience, Carolyn Smith-Good and Jerry Smith-Good. She's named after her father. She's gonna award the person with the highest score on the pretest the gift card. Any other announcements? You know, things that are happening during Christmas holiday? Any other announcements? Now, what we're doing now is Carter G. Woodson's birthday was yesterday. Thinking about something that happened yesterday. But what we're doing now, Carter G. Woodson would love, because what we're doing is still trying to spread knowledge of our history. The mission of the Association for the Study of African American Life and History was to study Black history, learn it, disseminate it, research it, and finally write about it, spread it out. So he was definitely for that. And what we're doing now is trying to teach it and also trying to disseminate it, trying to spread it out. So some of these young people here will get the history bug, to be bitten by the history bug. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, my question was, today, I understand that it's something at noon over at the History Museum.
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance to go. I was just wondering if anybody could report out on that.
Yes, I went, Audrey went, Madam President went, who else? Raise your hands, those who saw Margot speak on Hidden Figures. Yeah, and her mother's here. You met her mother. Dr. Lee was there, and her father. I went too. The summary of it, how many people were there, Margaret, about in the church?
There was not a seat to be had.
About 300? Okay, about 300 people. There were 300 people in St. John's Church. St. John's Church is a historic church. William, can you tell why St. John's Church is so historic? I know it's the oldest church in Virginia, but it also has the distinction of being, when the Confederates didn't want the Union to take over Hampton, they burned everything down. I heard the only thing they didn't burn was the side of the church. That's the side of the church was left. But anyway, it was held in St. John's Church, and what she did was to summarize Hidden Figures, the fact that it had been nominated for a lot of awards, the fact she started on it in 2010, the fact that her father worked with some of these human computers, you know, Dorothy Jackson and Dorothy Vaughn, Mary Jackson, Dorothy Vaughn, Katherine Johnson, and Christine Dyer. Christine was there in the audience too. And then she gave an update on the things she's presently working on. So you all can fill in. Her mother may want to fill in some things she said. Some other people, our former president, he may want to fill in some things she said. But she's working on something that I'm very, very much interested in. And Mark, did you want to elaborate on it?
She's working on her second book. She's looking at the role of African American newspapers, particularly as it relates to a Baltimore family who has run an African American newspaper for more than 100 years, and it's still vibrant, it's still printed, and it intersects with the whole idea of entrepreneurship, underground things like running the numbers and owning a business, and how all of that evolved over the period of 100 years in Baltimore. It's a Baltimore story.
Right. Yeah, and then, you know, I'm very much interested in that because she researches how race, gender, class, social mobility intersects. I did not know that Baltimore, what was the name of the Baltimore? It's the oldest newspaper.
Afro-American.
It's the Baltimore
Afro-American.
Right. I did not know that was so continuous. It has never missed a day of publication. Never missed.
They used to have the Richmond Afro.
Right.
And those are the two.
Right. She said 150 years. And the same family, fourth generation family, Brother Ken, is still running it. It's always been in the hands of the same black family.
The Murphy family.
What?
The Murphy family.
Murphy family.
Yeah.
Right. So that's
They're
what
lawyers.
Any other comments,
And she talked
Madam
about-
President?
She's gonna have a children's picture book come out in January.
Right, January 2018.
Yeah, so.
Right. Yeah, so we're looking forward to that. And her mother informed me that there was Hidden Figures, on which the movie was based. Then she also had a young adult version, Hidden Figures. Then her mother also informed me that she had an illustrated version. This is 3 books. Illustrated version that's done in black and white. I can't wait to see that. And then finally, the 4th book, stemming from Hidden Figures, is going to be the children's picture book. Right, so we are very excited for her daughter, a product of Hampton Schools, Beavers High School.
She's a member of this organization.
That's right. She's a member, yeah. Madam President?
Yeah, I just like to say that the one thing that we admire most about her, other than her brilliance, is the fact that she has remained so humble. She's glad to see you. Whenever she sees you, you don't have to worry about her walking away or acting like she doesn't know you. And I think that says a lot, because people get important and they don't want to have anything to do, but she is not like that. I mean, she can walk in this room today and she's ready to hug everybody.
She responds to emails.
Yes, she does. And accidental phone calls that I did one time. So, yeah, she is, that's what I mean, other than her brilliance, it's just, she's still a humble person. And the fame that she has, we had no clue when she first started that it was going to be like that, and she's still the same. And I think that says a lot for her parents, you know, and that's what she's, the kind of person she is. We claim her as ours. So.
Right. Yeah.
And in terms of the history, I guess most of you in here has already seen the movie, Hidden Figures, right?
That's right.
But if you haven't read the book, you know, I would strongly suggest that you do, because the book sort of gives you the historical background of what happens in the movie. So as Margot would say, the book covers 3 decades of history, and the movie covers only 2 years, those 61, 62, trying to get John Glenn into space and bring him back again. But you want to know the background, you know, why all that happened, why these women were there, what their individual stories are, then you need to read the book.
Yeah.
Plus, the book also gets into the details of the demographics during that time, the Newport News, and the part that it played in the war. And it talked about Woodson Park and how powerful that property was at one time.
A part of Woodson Park right here.
They talked about Aberdeen Farm, and it was about the black folks in the area. Gives a detail. She did a great job in the detailed history of the peninsula, particularly Newport News and Hampton. I'm quite sure today that the room of the church was filled with probably 80% white and about 20% black. And so that will give you some idea of how much respect and love that they showed to her when she wrote about their area, and quite a few individuals from the other race got up and asked questions and made statements about that era that she wrote about. I mean, this is a tremendous amount of research that was actually put into this. When she talked about Governor Allman, what he did and where he lived. He left from being the governor of Virginia to being president of the University of Virginia. So that'll give you some idea of the history and research that she actually put into that book, I think 5 years.
Yeah, she started 2010 doing the research. 2010.
And,
Right.
You know, the type of descriptive wording that she used. I remember on page 200, she was talking about Mary Jackson, and the last statement on Mary Jackson was that she and her son broke the barrier for the soapbox derby. Some of you don't know what the soapbox derby is. But in Newport News, they had the soapbox derby that they didn't allow black kids to be a part of. Her son became a member of, competed in the race.
What was
and
it?
actually
63. I think it was
won.
63.
And she broke the barrier. And she said, once a barrier is broken, it can be broken again. That was a very powerful statement.
Yeah, I thought.
Not carried from the book.
Yeah, I thought if Margot were to do a sequel, that she would include that. How Mary Jackson prepared her son to win the race. His mother, you know, was an engineer, and she used that engineering background to help her son, her black son, win the race.
Yeah, they built the car.
Yeah, she used the engineering. Anyway, the latest book that features, like I mentioned to the audience, The latest book that features hidden figures in a very positive light also is done by 3 newspaper people, newspaper writers, daily press writers. This is the latest book out written by local writers capturing the research at Langley. And there's a whole section on hidden figures, and I was so happy to get Margot's father to sign it, and Christine Darton, who wrote the introduction. You know, she's one of the human computers featured in hidden figures. She signed it, and then I finally got Margot to sign it. So this is the latest out on Langley's research and how it impacted upon a lot of people. I did not know that the guy who was a famous swimmer, help me out, sports people, Spitz. Yeah, his award-winning suit he swam in, his swimsuit, was researched at Langley. Yeah, and it was done so well that it whatever the research people did, Dr. Lee, they banned the future swimmers from wearing that kind of suit. Yeah, and it was done at Langley. Yeah, so we went into the winglet. When I ride on a plane, you know, the winglet that is in all planes, that started right at Hampton Langley. The winglet added to the plane. I'm not sure, people help me out, whether it adds a balance, what it cuts down on the drag. That's another thing about Margot. When Margot wrote Hidden Figures, if you never got interested in science, aeronautics, you would. I'm still interested in, and Margot, she wrote in the language, I call it LaTeX. It's layman's language, but it's technical too. But she described things as hypersonic, transonic, and supersonic. You know what I'm saying? You know, the whole time I was in Huntington, I never, Rosemary was interested in the difference. But after reading Hidden Figures, I now want to know the difference between something that's hypersonic, supersonic, and transonic. Have you read Carol Bobby's book?
Yes,
Carol,
I have.
you have read it? Okay, and she's read that, and oh, I'm so excited. So you got to throw all the facts on this guy who wrote a biography of Carter G. Woodson. Okay, what about you, Eric? Have you read Jackie Coggin's book on Carter G. Woodson? Okay, Jackie Coggins. I'm so proud of you all. I'm so proud of you all. By December 23rd, and it's going to be sponsored by the Hampton Roads chapter of Asala. One of you all going to be the winners. And Molly, didn't you have Jerry, didn't you have a book to read? Robert Durston's book, the young adult book on the life
last night.
of Carter G. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so proud. So you all are great, studying and everything. You got your fact sheets. You got your black fact sheets. Okay. Now, also note, like I said before, December 23rd is going to be the contest. All teams interested, the one who has the best answer, best response to knowledge of Carter G. Woodson will be awarded $500. Okay? Let me see your fact sheet. Do you have it? Okay, so you see your fact sheet? Okay. Yeah, because see, some of these facts may be on the test. Okay, you got yours? Okay, I see you circle some of them. Okay, let me see yours, Jerry. Okay, you circle some of those. I can tell Ms. Nolan, they know how to annotate. That's one of their reading strategies. Okay, what about you, Carol? Okay, so I wonder where Ebony is at. Ebony, she's always late. Ebony.
Sorry. Sorry. What? And you know the traffic is horrible. Just coming from Norfolk, you know. I'm so sorry. So what y'all talking about? What y'all doing?
Okay.
Oh, snap! I forgot that book I found on Carter G. Woodson. It had a lot of good stuff on it to add. I'm not scared of him. Dang! But listen, I had it though. I had it. It was in my car. You know.
You mean you forgot the information again? All the information I told you to look over? Don't you want to win the $500?
I do. I know the information. I'm smart as a button. I'm smart as a button.
And you still, you didn't get a chance to really look at it? Well, anyway, Ebony, not again. I'm so disappointed in you. Ebony, look at me. I am so disappointed in you. I mean, you didn't bring the information again. We're preparing for this contest. $500.
But I can explain.
And then I remember meeting the beautiful Ebony at the Wiz in March. I mean, I saw you doing gymnastics, and it was so beautiful doing all your gymnastic stunts. And I said, wow, she's moving just gymnastically like the Walendas.
The Wahoo?
Ebony, you saying you don't know who they are?
Girl, don't play me. You don't know either. But, the Wahoo, Dr. B?
Ebony, you missed all the information on Woodson. Did you know he got mugged in 1933?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, he almost got lynched in 1919.
What? Well, let me tell y'all something. I may have forgot the book, but I do know he had some haters. Thomas Jesse Jones was one of his big enemies. He made Dr. Woodson so upset that he had to take vacation. I mean, I think Dr. Woodson wanted to do a cartwheel after the Rockefeller gave him all that money. $25,000 in 1922. Let me repeat that again for y'all. $25,000 in 1922. Get at me.
Ebony. Oh my gracious, I'm so impressed with all those facts. I mean, I need to apologize for, coming down so hard on you. All those facts. Oh my gracious.
Yeah, but y'all also know I did gymnastics back in the day, so I'm gonna show y'all what he wanted to do. So this is what he wanted to do when the Rockefeller gave him that money. Drum roll, please.
Oh my gracious, you can do gymnastics. Oh, let's get it.
Thank you all.
Oh my gracious. Black backs and gymnastics.
Well, I gotta do the best.
Wait, 1 minute. I got 3 black facts better than any cartwheel you could do.
Girl, go ahead with that. I want to hear that.
Alright.
You got some facts and you are Jared? Okay, Jared. Let's hear some facts. Okay.
In 1972, a black woman named Shirley Chisholm ran for president of the United States. So we wouldn't have had Hillary Clinton if it wasn't for her. I got another one for you.
Good.
Blacks make up 13% of the population in America, but make up 70% of prisoners.
Now wait a minute, say that again.
Okay.
Who makes up 13% of the population in America?
Blacks.
Okay, blacks, okay.
And 70% of prisoners. And that is a shame. Like, why is there so many black people in prison?
Oh Lord, that's one fact that Carter G. Woodson would not like. Did you hear that? Good.
And I have one more for you.
One more.
April 5th, 1856, Booker T. Washington, educator and founder of Tuskegee Institute, born in Hillsport, Virginia. Did you know that?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I'm smart as a button, like I said. Believe me.
Let's break that. We're concentrating on trying to make contest. Okay. Let's put up the tension.
You got that from me.
Well, hush, calm it down. I have actually 2 amazing facts that I think is better than your cartwheel and those facts you had. Okay? So, December 1875, Carter G was born. Alright? And then October 14, 1964, Dr. Martin Luther King was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize.
That was whack.
You say you had 3 facts? What was the third
I
one?
just had 2.
Just 2? Okay.
She don't even know how to count.
Oh Lord, Ebony, let's be nice. You all 2 females. Let's be nice.
No.
Okay. Okay, let's live in harmony.
I got 3 facts that y'all textbooks and Google couldn't tell y'all. From 1908 to 1915, Jack Johnson was the world heavyweight champion for boxing.
Okay.
June 9, 1962, Bill Russell, he played for the Boston Celtics and was named Player of the Year. And October 13, 1831, Joe Anderson, a slave, helped invented the grain harvest reaper.
Okay. Wow. Quite an accomplishment. In the midst of them having church activities, they were able to also do this particular excerpt, okay? So right here is my niece in real life. Her name is Carolyn Smith Good. She's a senior at Bethel High School. And I say her parents are in the audience, Jerry Good and Carolyn Smith Good. That's my baby sister. Right here is my great nephew, and his name is Eric Skinner, and he is a junior at Heritage High School. Jerry, whom we affectionately call Marley at home, Jerry Smith Good is going to award the gift card to the person with the highest score, and she is a junior at Bethel High School. Okay, my leading lady in the full skit, when you do see the entire one-act play, 45 minutes, this is Ebony Kenya Giles, and she is a senior at Bethel. So I thank you all for being such an attentive audience, and without further ado, Marley is going to announce the winner of the gift card. And I will let her have the podium.
Hello, everyone. The winner of this gift card is Miss G.
All right.
Oh, snap.
Okay. And would you like to tell what her score was?
Her score was 90.
Okay, and we're going to pass out the papers so we can do a brief discussion on the answers. Why some of them were egregiously wrong. Egregiously wrong.